A sudden gust tore through the ancient stone hall, rattling torches and sending a chill down Prince Adrian's spine. The hidden door groaned open, revealing darkness that whispered secrets long buried. "What is this place?" he murmured, his voice trembling. Lady Alara clutched his arm, her amber eyes wide with fear. "Adrian, we shouldn't be here." Shadows twisted along the walls, and the distant toll of a bell echoed like a dirge. Each step deeper into the hall made his heart pound harder. A silver locket gleamed on the floor, its chain broken, a symbol of the betrayal he had never seen coming. "This is only the beginning," whispered a voice, ghostly and cold, filling the silence with dread. His hand hovered over the sword at his side, feeling the weight of destiny pressing down. The air shimmered, thick with enchantment and danger, making him question what he truly knew about his family and his kingdom. Every instinct screamed to run, yet curiosity anchored him. "If we leave, we may never learn the truth," Alara said softly, her voice laced with determination. A shadow flickered behind a column, and the prince realized someone, or something, was watching. The hall seemed alive, breathing with a magic older than the castle itself, daring him to uncover its secrets. The ancient curse that haunted his lineage felt palpable here, tangible in the dust motes dancing in torchlight. Even loyal companion Finn gritted his teeth, the underdog's courage shining despite fear. Each heartbeat drew them closer to the revelation that could shatter everything. Adrian's mind raced as the trio moved deeper into the castle's forgotten wing. Every creak echoed like a warning. "I can't shake the feeling someone is watching us," he admitted. Alara's grip tightened, her eyes darting toward every shadow. Finn scanned the walls, whispering, "Nothing escapes my eyes." Yet even his bravado didn't mask the tension. The hall twisted unnaturally, corridors seeming longer than memory allowed. The locket burned faintly in Adrian's palm, a silent reminder of the mystery they had yet to solve. Every step brought a sense of foreboding, as if the castle itself held its breath. The distant sound of metal clattering jolted them, causing them to spin around. Their journey was just beginning, but already danger pressed close. The weight of legacy, betrayal, and unseen forces pressed upon them. Adrian whispered, "We must uncover the truth no matter the cost." A sudden draft extinguished several candles, plunging them into shadows. Adrian's hand instinctively went to the hilt of his sword. "We cannot falter now," he said, his voice steady despite fear. Alara's eyes shone with determination. She whispered, "Every secret has a price." Finn stepped forward, moving silently, ready to act. A faint glimmer appeared ahead, catching Adrian's attention. The hallway's walls seemed to pulse, alive with some forgotten magic. Each heartbeat resonated through the ancient stones. They felt the weight of history pressing upon them, the echoes of ancestors whispering through time. Adrian clenched the locket tighter, sensing its power and responsibility. Their mission had just begun, and already every step was laced with peril. Shadows shifted unnaturally, warning of forces they could not yet comprehend. The floor beneath them trembled briefly, a warning or perhaps a curse awakening. And Adrian paused, looking over his shoulder. "It's as if the castle knows we're here," he murmured. Alara nodded, her breath visible in the cold, damp air. Finn gritted his teeth, eyes narrowing at a distant corridor. The distant toll of a bell echoed again, signaling a looming threat. They pressed on cautiously, guided by instinct and the faint glow of the locket. Whispers seemed to slither along the walls, speaking of betrayal, of secrets hidden and stolen. Adrian felt a weight in his chest, the responsibility of destiny pressing down with relentless force. Every glance revealed shadows that should not exist, every echo a reminder of unseen watchers. The castle was alive, each corridor a test of courage and resolve. With each step, they moved closer to the truth, and the dangers that awaited were growing ever nearer. A faint glimmer caught Adrian's eye, a tapestry partially pulled back, revealing a hidden alcove. "Could this be it?" he whispered. Alara peered inside, breath shallow, This could answer everything or doom us. Finn edged forward, spear raised, ready for the unknown. Dust and cobwebs hung in the air, disturbed by their cautious movements. Inside, ancient scrolls and a broken crown rested atop a pedestal, whispering tales of betrayal and forgotten heirs. The weight of history pressed down as Adrian stepped closer, locket pulsing with quiet energy. Every instinct told him this moment could change everything. Shadows danced on the walls as the faint glow of the locket illuminated hidden runes. They shared a look, knowing their journey had just begun, and that destiny awaited with peril and revelation in equal measure. The hall seemed to sigh, acknowledging their courage and the secrets they were about to uncover. The castle corridors stretched endlessly, twisting like a labyrinth, each turn more shadowed than the last. Adrian could feel the weight of the unknown pressing down on his shoulders. "Every corner hides a secret," he whispered, voice taut with tension. Elara's amber eyes scanned the walls, reflecting both fear and resolve. "We can't let this darkness stop us," she said firmly, gripping her dagger. Finn moved ahead, spear in hand, alert to the slightest sound. The faint glimmer of the locket pulsed rhythmically, as if guiding them. A distant echo of laughter, or perhaps a trick of the wind, sent chills down Adrian's spine. "Who could be playing with us from the shadows?" he murmured. Every stone, every shadow seemed alive, watching their every move. Their steps echoed, bouncing off ancient walls, a haunting reminder of the castle's age and mystery. The trio's courage was tested with every heartbeat. They had to press on, for the truth was buried within these walls, and time offered no reprieve. A hidden alcove opened before them, lined with shelves of forgotten tomes and magical artifacts. Adrian's eyes widened as dust motes danced in the pale light, streaming through a cracked window. "This library, it hasn't been touched for centuries," he whispered. Elara reached for a tome, her fingers trembling. "Some knowledge is dangerous," she cautioned. Finn leaned back, observing, "We must choose wisely what we disturb." Each artifact seemed to hum with forgotten power, the air thick with magic and secrets. The locket pulsed again, brighter this time, urging Adrian forward. Shadows lengthened across the floor as they stepped cautiously, aware that curiosity could be perilous. Their combined bravery and caution created a fragile balance in this place where history, magic, and destiny converged. The castle's secrets were beginning to reveal themselves, but the answers came at the cost of trust, courage, and careful judgment. A sudden rumble shook the floor, causing books to tumble and torches to sway violently. Adrian steadied himself, gripping the locket tightly. "The castle reacts to us," he said, voice firm but wary. Elara's grip tightened on her dagger as her gaze darted to the ceiling. Finn crouched slightly, ready to defend. A spectral shimmer appeared near the far wall, an apparition of a forgotten guardian. Its eyes glowed faintly, studying them silently. "We're being tested," Adrian whispered. The hall seemed alive, breathing, shifting subtly with each heartbeat. The locket's glow intensified, revealing ancient runes etched into the stone. Every movement they made was mirrored by shadows that seemed to hold judgment. Courage, wisdom, and caution blended in their minds as they navigated the library's perilous magic. They were no longer just exploring, they were proving their worth. Each heartbeat brought them closer to understanding the forces shaping their path. A hidden spiral staircase emerged behind a sliding panel, spiraling upward into darkness. Adrian felt the pull of destiny, his hand brushing against the cold stone railing. "This leads to the heart of the castle," he murmured. Elara followed closely, her face a mix of fear and determination. Finn checked for traps, moving cautiously ahead. The locket pulsed like a heartbeat, lighting their way. Shadows danced around the spirals, revealing glimpses of faded murals depicting kings and battles long forgotten. The air grew colder with each step, and whispers of ancient voices teased their ears. Every instinct screamed caution, but the lure of hidden knowledge was irresistible. Each step upward felt like a test of their courage and resolve, the weight of destiny pressing ever tighter upon them. The castle demanded more than curiosity, it demanded bravery and discernment. At the top of the staircase, a circular chamber opened, crowned with a domed ceiling and intricate stained glass depicting past monarchs. Adrian gasped, the locket pulsing brighter than ever. "This room, it feels alive," he whispered. Elara's eyes traced the colored glass, feeling the weight of history. Finn kept his stance defensive, scanning the chamber for threats. Symbols etched into the floor glimmered faintly, hinting at magic intertwined with the castle itself. The air vibrated, charged with energy and secrets waiting to be revealed. Every breath felt heavy with anticipation. The chamber seemed to hum, acknowledging their arrival and testing their readiness. Shadows shifted unnaturally, as if alive. Adrian stepped forward, knowing that the truths hidden here could redefine everything. Their courage and unity would be tested as the castle's mysteries began to unfold fully. A storm raged outside, wind lashing against the castle walls as Adrian, Elara, and Finn ascended to the upper chambers. Thunder echoed like ancient drums, shaking the floor beneath them. "The castle resists our presence," Adrian muttered, eyes scanning the darkened corridor. Elara's fingers brushed against the wall, feeling hidden glyphs pulsing faintly with energy. "We've awakened something," she whispered, her voice barely audible over the storm. Finn stayed close, spear raised, muscles tense, ready for any attack. Lightning illuminated the hall, revealing murals of battles and long-forgotten kings. The locket burned warmer in Adrian's palm, guiding them forward despite the shadows that writhed along the walls. Every instinct screamed caution, yet destiny urged them onward. The castle's secrets were no longer hidden, but neither were its dangers. They moved in unison, bravery entwined with fear, their unity tested by forces unseen. The storm outside mirrored the chaos within, every heartbeat synchronized with the pulse of the castle itself. A sudden screech echoed from the rafters, and a pair of spectral ravens swooped past, their eyes gleaming with unnatural light. "This castle is alive," Adrian said, stepping back, sword raised. Elara's gaze followed the creatures, her breath quickening. "They're guardians warning us or testing us," she whispered. Finn moved swiftly, positioning himself between the group and any threat. The locket's glow intensified, revealing hidden runes on the walls that pulsed in rhythm with the storm. Every movement seemed amplified, every sound a warning. They pressed on through the corridor, each step cautious yet determined. The castle's history and magic intertwined with danger, demanding both courage and insight. Shadows twisted unnaturally, guiding their attention to a hidden doorway that had not been visible before. Adrian knew the path ahead held revelations, and perhaps betrayal. They reached a hidden chamber, its doorway etched with symbols glowing faintly in the dim light. Adrian stepped forward, feeling a strange energy pulling him closer. "This place, it knows us," he whispered. Elara examined the runes, tracing them lightly with her fingers. "The magic here is old, older than any tale we've heard," she murmured. Finn stood guard, alert to every sound, his grip on the spear unwavering. The locket in Adrian's hand vibrated softly, guiding their path. Shadows swirled along the chamber walls, twisting into shapes that seemed almost human. Every heartbeat seemed amplified, echoing in the still air. The castle's magic was alive and aware, challenging their courage, loyalty, and resolve. Each step forward felt like trespassing into a world of both knowledge and peril. The trio exchanged a glance, understanding the weight of the moment. This chamber held truths that could alter everything they knew. A sudden gust extinguished all torches, plunging them into near darkness. Adrian's hand clutched the locket tightly, its glow the only light guiding them. "Stay close," he whispered, voice steady despite the fear. Elara's eyes adjusted to the dim glow, revealing glimpses of strange murals depicting battles, betrayal, and long-lost monarchs. Finn moved silently, every step calculated. A faint hum filled the chamber, vibrating through the stone floor. The air was thick with magic and anticipation. Shadows stretched unnaturally, almost reaching toward them, reacting to their presence. The trio advanced carefully, each step a test of courage and unity. Every sense screamed vigilance, for the castle's defenses were more than physical, they were alive, attuned to intruders. They pressed onward, knowing that uncovering the truth meant facing both unseen forces and the darkness within themselves. At the chamber's center lay a pedestal, holding an ornate chest sealed with intricate runes. Adrian approached, feeling the locket pulse in resonance with the magic. This could answer everything, he whispered. Elara's hand hovered over the chest, hesitation and curiosity battling within her. Finn scanned the perimeter, sensing a hidden threat. The air vibrated, humming with an energy that seemed alive. Every instinct screamed caution, yet their mission demanded bravery. Shadows flickered across the walls, forming shapes that hinted at past betrayals and lost heirs. The trio's unity was tested as magic and history converged, each step forward a choice between discovery and danger. Adrian exhaled slowly, reaching for the chest, aware that what they uncovered here could alter destiny itself. The chest creaked open, revealing a shimmering orb suspended above intricate carvings. Adrian reached out cautiously, feeling the warmth of its magic seep into his hands. This is what the locket has been guiding us to, he whispered. Elara leaned closer, examining the orb's pulsing light, awe and fear mingling in her expression. It feels alive like it's breathing, she murmured. Finn circled the pedestal, spear at the ready, eyes sharp for any trap. The chamber hummed with energy, runes along the walls glowing brighter as if reacting to the orb. Shadows twisted unnaturally around them, revealing fleeting visions of past monarchs and lost heirs. Each heartbeat seemed amplified, as though the castle itself watched their every move. Adrian understood the significance. This artifact could reveal truths about the kingdom's hidden legacy. They were not merely discovering magic, they were awakening the castle's memory. Courage, trust, and wisdom would guide their next steps. A sudden flash of light burst from the orb, projecting visions of a royal lineage across the chamber walls. Adrian's eyes widened as he saw ancestors long forgotten, their faces etched with sorrow and determination. The kingdom's secrets, our heritage, he murmured, voice trembling. Elara's hand covered her mouth, absorbing the weight of the revelations. So many lost stories, so much betrayal, she whispered. Finn's grip on his spear tightened, recognizing threats hidden in the visions. The orb's glow pulsed with each heartbeat, casting long, flickering shadows. They realized the castle itself was revealing the truth, a living archive of power, loss, and destiny. Every detail of the projections demanded attention. Each image could change how they understood the past. Courage alone would not suffice. They needed insight and unity. The trio felt the heavy responsibility of what they had uncovered, understanding that knowledge could save or doom them. The orb's light coalesced into a shimmering doorway, revealing a hidden passage beyond the chamber. Adrian stepped forward cautiously, feeling the locket's warmth guiding him. This path, it leads deeper into the heart of the castle, he whispered. Elara followed, her eyes wide as the energy around the doorway seemed to hum with recognition. It's like the castle itself is opening for us, she said. Finn examined the edges of the passage for traps, spear ready. The air shimmered with magic, creating shifting patterns on the stone floor. Each step felt weighty, the castle's history pressing upon their shoulders. Shadows danced along the walls, almost sentient, reflecting their determination and fear. They realized that the deeper they went, the closer they came to the truths that had been hidden for generations. Courage, wisdom, and trust were their only allies. Every heartbeat echoed in the chamber as they crossed the threshold into the unknown. The passage led to a grand hall, its ceiling vaulted and adorned with faded frescoes of battles long past. Adrian paused, sensing an unseen presence watching them. "We are not alone," he whispered. Elara's gaze swept across the hall, taking in statues of armored knights frozen in time. "It feels like the castle itself remembers every story," she murmured. Finn's stance was defensive, ready for any ambush. A faint wind stirred the air, carrying whispers of old voices. Every step echoed, revealing the hall's vast emptiness, yet hinting at hidden observers. Light from the locket reflected off polished floors, creating eerie patterns. The trio advanced cautiously, understanding that each movement might trigger the castle's defenses or reveal hidden truth. History, magic, and destiny converged in this silent, powerful space. Their courage and unity would be tested as never before. At the far end of the hall, a throne carved from black stone awaited, adorned with ancient symbols. Adrian approached slowly, the locket pulsing as if resonating with the throne. This must be the seat of the lost heir, he whispered. Elara's eyes widened at the intricate carvings depicting past rulers and betrayals. It holds the answers we've been seeking, she murmured. Finn surveyed the area carefully, aware of hidden dangers. Shadows seemed to stretch toward them, alive with history and magic. Each heartbeat brought the realization that the castle's legacy was now in their hands. Courage, loyalty, and wisdom were essential as they prepared to confront the truths within. The throne's presence demanded reverence and caution, its energy almost palpable. This was the moment where destiny, knowledge, and danger intersected. The trio exchanged determined glances, united in purpose and ready for what awaited. Adrian stepped closer to the throne, sensing the weight of generations pressing upon him. "The answers we seek are here," he whispered, his hand brushing the intricate carvings. Elara hovered nearby, awe and apprehension reflected in her amber eyes. "Everything we've faced has led to this moment," she murmured, voice steady despite the tension. Finn circled cautiously, spear poised, alert to any hidden dangers. The locket pulsed warmly, resonating with the throne as if guiding their actions. Shadows from the vaulted ceiling shifted, forming fleeting images of monarchs past, their gazes heavy with judgment. Every heartbeat carried a rhythm of destiny and caution. The chamber's energy seemed to breathe, alive with anticipation. The trio felt the convergence of magic, history, and responsibility. Courage, trust, and insight were their only allies as they prepared to unlock the secrets hidden within the throne's legacy. The throne emitted a low hum, the runes along its edges pulsing in sync with the locket. Adrian's eyes widened as symbols projected visions of the kingdom's hidden past. "It's revealing everything. Secrets, betrayals, and lost heirs," he whispered, voice trembling. Elara leaned closer, studying the projections with a mixture of fascination and fear. "So many truths have been buried, waiting for someone to find them," she murmured. Finn remained vigilant, aware that magic this old could protect itself fiercely. The chamber seemed alive, every shadow a subtle motion, every sound a warning. The trio understood that these revelations were both a gift and a test. Each pulse of light revealed more, intertwining their destiny with the kingdom's forgotten history. Courage, unity, and discernment were essential to navigate the unfolding truth. Their path was clear yet perilous. A hidden compartment beneath the throne slid open, revealing an ancient scroll sealed with a golden emblem. Adrian reached down, feeling the magical warmth emanating from it. This must contain the truth about the lost heir," he whispered. Elara's hand trembled slightly as she reached for the scroll. "The castle trusts us, or tests us," she said softly. Finn surveyed the room, noting every shadow and reflective surface for potential threats. The chamber seemed to pulse with energy, each heartbeat amplified by the locket's resonance. Shadows danced in patterns that mirrored the carvings on the throne. Every instinct urged caution, yet the allure of discovery was irresistible. They understood the gravity of the moment. The kingdom's fate could be determined by what was revealed in this ancient scroll. Courage, insight, and trust would guide their next actions. As Adrian lifted the scroll, an ethereal glow enveloped the chamber. Symbols and runes from the walls floated briefly, aligning with the scroll's golden seal. "The history of the kingdom, finally revealed," he murmured. Elara's eyes reflected the shimmering light, awe mixing with apprehension. "We're witnessing centuries of secrets unfold," she whispered. Finn adjusted his stance, prepared for any sudden magical reaction. The locket pulsed in harmony with the scroll, casting intricate patterns on the stone floor. Shadows seemed alive, forming fleeting images of past rulers, battles, and hidden betrayals. The chamber's energy vibrated, alive and aware of their actions. Each moment brought clarity and danger intertwined. Courage, wisdom, and trust were vital as they deciphered the scroll's revelations. They realized that understanding the past was only the beginning of their journey toward restoring the kingdom. The chamber quieted as the glow of the scroll faded, leaving only the trio and the faint light from Adrian's locket. "We now know the truth," he said quietly, exhaling slowly. Elara lowered her hand, the weight of the revelations pressing on her. "And yet, the path ahead remains dangerous," she murmured. Finn tightened his grip on his spear, sensing the castle's magic still alive around them. Every shadow hinted at lingering mysteries, every echo a reminder of the stakes. They had discovered hidden histories, magical legacies, and the truth of the lost heir, but their journey was far from over. Courage, trust, and unity had carried them this far, and would guide them forward. Each heartbeat in the chamber reminded them that destiny was not merely discovered, but forged through actions, choices, and unwavering resolve. The castle's secrets had been revealed, yet the story was still unfolding. Adrian and his companions stepped into a shadowed courtyard where the wind whispered through ancient statues. "The castle isn't finished testing us," he said, eyes scanning for movement. Alara's fingers tightened around her cloak, sensing magic stirring in the stone walls. "Every shadow seems alive," she whispered, unease creeping in. Finn adjusted his stance, spear ready, alert to any ambush. The locket pulsed, resonating with faint traces of old magic in the courtyard. Each step echoed, as if the stones themselves were judging their presence. A distant roar hinted at a guardian, or some hidden force observing their approach. The trio realized that their understanding of the castle's past was only the beginning. Its challenges were far from over. Courage, trust, and attentiveness would be tested against both seen and unseen threats. The air was thick with tension and anticipation as they advanced deeper into the castle's mysteries. A sudden movement caught their attention, a cloaked figure emerging from the shadows, face hidden, but aura unmistakably powerful. Adrian stepped forward cautiously. "Who's there?" he demanded, voice firm but wary. Elara's heart pounded as she tried to read the stranger's intent. "We are not alone in these halls," she whispered. Finn tightened his grip on his spear, ready for any threat. The figure paused, raising a hand to reveal an amulet glowing faintly, similar to Adrian's locket. Recognition flickered in Adrian's eyes. The encounter felt like destiny, a bridge between past and present. Every heartbeat amplified the tension, the courtyard seemingly holding its breath. They understood that trust, discernment, and courage were vital as they prepared for what might be an ally or a foe. The castle's secrets were not done testing them. The cloaked figure lowered the hood, revealing a young woman with piercing green eyes and determined expression. "I am Celine," she said, voice steady yet urgent. "I know why you are here, and I can help, but only if we trust each other." Adrian exchanged a wary glance with Elara, then nodded. "We need guidance, if you're honest," he said. Finn remained tense, observing every motion. Celine stepped forward, her movements fluid, almost blending with the shadows around her. Magic shimmered faintly at her fingertips, a protective aura that hinted at her power. The courtyard seemed to recognize her presence, the wind stilling and the statue's gaze shifting subtly toward her. Their journey had taken an unexpected turn. An ally had appeared, but trust would be fragile. The trio knew they had to balance caution with cooperation if they hoped to uncover the castle's deepest secrets. Celine led them through a hidden passage beneath the courtyard, walls lined with ancient glyphs glowing faintly. Adrian followed, every step cautious, feeling the locket resonate with the magic embedded in the stones. "These paths, they were meant for those who seek the truth," Celine murmured. Elara traced her fingers along the glyphs, awe and unease mingling. "It feels alive, almost like it's guiding us," she whispered. Finn maintained a vigilant guard, spear raised, aware that danger could strike at any moment. The air shimmered, carrying whispers of the castle's memories, as if recounting forgotten stories. The trio understood that their journey was not just physical, but spiritual, testing courage, loyalty, and perception. Every pulse of light from the glyphs illuminated fragments of past trials and victories, guiding them toward the heart of the castle's mysteries. At the passage's end, a massive door carved with intricate patterns blocked their path. Adrian's hand hovered over the carvings, sensing the magic embedded within. "This is the final threshold," he murmured. Elara examined the carvings closely, deciphering symbols that hinted at the castle's greatest secrets. "The answers lie beyond this door, but the challenge is immense," she said. Finn readied his spear, alert to traps or guardians. Celine stepped forward, chanting softly, her aura intertwining with the magic of the door. Light pulsed in rhythm with the locket, glyphs, and Selen's aura, illuminating the chamber in waves. They realized that courage, wisdom, and unity would determine their success in crossing this threshold. Every heartbeat echoed like a drum, resonating with destiny itself. The castle's ultimate secret awaited, and their readiness would decide the outcome of their quest. Adrian, Elara, Finn, and Celine stood before the massive carved door. "This is it," Adrian whispered, hand on the carvings. Light pulsed from the locket and Selen's aura. Shadows shifted, and a low hum filled the chamber. Courage and unity would guide them through the castle's final test. The door slowly opened, revealing a radiant hall filled with floating glyphs and shimmering magic. "The kingdom's heart, preserved all this time," Elara murmured. Adrian stepped forward cautiously, feeling the weight of destiny. Finn stayed alert, aware of unseen guardians. A shadowy figure emerged from the light, an ancient guardian protecting the kingdom's secrets. Adrian raised the locket defensively. "We seek the truth, not destruction," he said firmly. Celine chanted softly, her aura weaving with the magic of the hall. The guardian paused, evaluating their intent. The guardian stepped aside, allowing them to approach a floating pedestal with a crystal orb. "The lost heir's legacy," Adrian whispered, reaching out. Light from the orb merged with the locket and Selen's aura. The chamber pulsed with energy, revealing visions of the kingdom restored and its people saved. The orb's light enveloped them, visions fading into the present. Adrian exhaled. Determination. Steady. "We have what we came for," he said. Elara smiled faintly, hope shining in her eyes. Finn lowered his spear, relieved. Celine nodded, her aura softening. The kingdom's future was theirs to guide, and the lost heir's mystery was finally revealed.